The Natural History Museum's new Our Story exhibition will open to the public on Thursday. This project has been produced by the award-winning filmmakers behind many of Sir David Attenborough's documentaries, with the new 50-minute experience blending footage of the natural world with cutting-edge animation to create something that the museum describes as truly special.
Well, coming from the wildlife filmmaking background, we've tried to incorporate as much real-life footage of animals that we've gathered over the years in this show, and we've used a number of techniques, and I think my favourite is where we've totally integrated some real shots of a family of gorillas that myself and my crew actually shot about 5-6 years ago in Uganda, and we put them into what feels like a real forest. But it's actually been created by the wizards who are doing the show with us. So it can take audiences to the experience of being with a wild family of gorillas without actually having to get on the plane and going over there. And I guess David has a big heritage with that particular kind of encounter. One of his most famous sequences for Life on Earth was when he met a troop of wild gorillas in Central Africa. And so we're leaning into that a little bit. That's part of the discovery that everyone can now have with us at Our Story. Well, the main idea with Our Story is that there are essentially two stories unfolding at the moment. One is a very long story, 4 billion years of history, which is our planet's story, and it's gone through various chapters. And then we, relatively recently, have come along as one species on Earth. But our story is pretty significant, and our story and our planet's story overlap. And I guess at the moment you could say that we're not necessarily on the same page, but what we talk about is how we get back in step.
We're here today for the press launch of Our Story with David Attenborough, which is our new 360-degree projected experience in the Jerwood Gallery. It is narrated by Sir David Attenborough, an incredibly exciting project, and epic in its sweep. It tells nothing less than the story of our planet.